A blockbuster release of millions of financial documents has European and Asian leaders running for political cover, and some even trying to hold off calls for their removal. The so-called Panama Papers paint a picture of widespread corruption and tax evasion by wealthy and famous people from a number of countries. Senior Foreign Affairs correspondent Amy Kellogg is surveying the damage tonight from Rome.
It's no shock that the rich and famous shelter their wealth in offshore bank accounts, but at least 12 heads or former heads of state, the ultimate public servants, also appear to be involved in this murky financial universe that includes the extensive use of shell companies. Implicated either directly or through close associates are Russian President Vladimir Putin, the Ukrainian president, the Saudi king, the former Iraqi prime minister, family members of Pakistan's leader and Syria's president, and the late father of Britain's prime minister, David Cameron. They are all mentioned in 11.5 million leaked documents that allegedly belong to Mossack Fonseca, a Panama-based law firm which specializes in setting up offshore companies and accounts for investors.
And these are the kind of companies that legitimate businesses use to manage their tax issues here in the United States or in Europe or elsewhere. But they're also the sort of companies that can be used by terrorist syndicates, narcotics syndicates, criminal syndicates, and foreign governments to hide the ill-gotten gains of illegal activity.
In the case of President Putin, it's two close friends, one at the top of a bank, sometimes called the president's personal wallet, who allegedly used complex means to move billions of dollars around. The Kremlin disputes this, calling it the height of, quote, Putinophobia and a ploy to influence upcoming parliamentary elections. Others say this case is unlikely to dent Putin.
There aren't any accounts directly connecting Putin to the companies, but even if there were, it is unlikely that this would shock his supporters in Russia.
The Panama law firm at the center of this controversy claims it has done nothing wrong and followed the letter of the law, setting up companies for clients.
It's very unfair that they now want to link us to the activities of the societies when it's not like that. We are not responsible for the activities of 240,000 companies that we have established through our history.
So, Brett, essentially the Panamanian law firm is taking no responsibility for the end use or functions of the companies that it helped to set up, and so many of those implicated today have said that they did nothing wrong. Finally, the U.S. Department of Justice is investigating all of this, looking at these documents to see if any U.S. laws or sanctions were violated. Brett.
Amy Kellogg live in Rome. Amy, thank you.